The next speaker is John Dalton. He is running for Judge of Kane County.
Well, as Todd said, I'm running for Kane County resident judge, and I get asked a lot, what does that mean? It's a circuit court judge, and only a resident of Kane County can run for it, and only the residents of Kane County can vote for that judge. But at the end of the day, it's a circuit court judge for the 16th Circuit, which is 3 counties, Kane, Kendall, and DeKalb. So I'll save you one of the questions during the question and answer by telling you that up front. I'd like to talk a little bit about my background and my qualifications for office. I usually start with my education, and most of you, I think, are probably from the Tri-Cities. I come from Elgin, and up in Elgin, there's a small little pizza place that's been there for about 30 years called Danny's Pizza. It was built by my parents. My father, my late father, Danny Dalton, really transmitted a love of learning to me. And it took me a long time to understand what that was all about. I followed his lead. I took that encouragement. I worked very hard in school. I earned essentially straight A's in high school, college, and law school. Graduated magna cum laude from Augustana College and magna cum laude from the University of Illinois College of Law. And it was only years later that I understood what was really driving my father to push education so hard. But my father didn't graduate from high school, and my father couldn't read. And so because of that, or despite that, he pushed me to excel in an area where he had not had the opportunities that he wanted to give to me. And I worked very hard in school to accomplish those results, and I'm really proud of those results. That's probably the first qualification that I can tell you about for the bench. I have practiced as a trial attorney for 23 years. I've practiced with some of the world's most prestigious law firms, Skadden Arps, Slate, Mager & Flom, Rothschild, Berry & Meyer. I've also practiced with some of the world's largest companies like Sears. And I've had my own tiny little sole practitioner firm where I had no employees, and it was just me. I've represented every kind of conceivable client, from the pro bono client who can't afford anything for a lawyer to the world's largest companies with the matters of the gravest import involving many millions of dollars, all the way down to small claims cases. I think that the record for me is $140.62. I handled every single one of those cases the same way. I worked just as hard for that $140 case as I did for those multi-million-dollar cases, because every client deserves the same thing from their attorney, deserves their best. I'm going to bring that same work ethic to the bench if I'm fortunate enough to win a majority of votes on November 2nd. I have deep roots in the community and a long record of service. I'm really proud of the level of engagement I have with my community. I'm really proud of the fine education my parents afforded me. I'm really proud of my life experiences and my career in the law. And there are very few promises that a judge can make, or a candidate for judge can make. It's not like running for the legislature. You can't talk about issues that might come before the court. You can't promise to solve all the world's problems. You don't make decisions about budgets and build schools and set policy. Judges come in every day, they keep an open mind, they listen to the evidence, and they decide cases, meat and potatoes kinds of cases. These are not the partisan issues that divide us along party lines. Whether this guy over here is guilty of a DUI or he isn't, either way, it isn't a partisan matter, is it? All I can tell you is the kind of judge I would be. I can tell you a little bit about myself for you to try to gauge that. I can tell you that I believe in precedent and tradition. I believe in hard work and personal responsibility. I believe in the possibility of grace and redemption. I believe that the role of a judge is to be nonpartisan, follow the law, and treat every single person with dignity and respect. Now that's not some slogan. I really mean that. I'm going to say it again. I believe the role of a judge is to be nonpartisan, follow the law, and treat every single person with dignity and respect. And if I'm fortunate enough to be the next judge in Kane County, that's the kind of judge that I'll be. Thank you very much.